Do you get the weekly report on your phone for how much you've used your phone, how much screen time you've had on your
No, I
phone?
turned that off.
Why? Because it depresses you?
No, I don't. Actually, they did one. My stats class did one where they asked because there's a one. You can even see how many times you've picked up your phone and looked at something on it. So the number of times you've done that. And they asked the kids, and it was something like, some ridiculous average, like 300 times a day. So 300 times. Mine was like 25 a day. So I felt pretty good about it.
My average today was 5 hours and 26 minutes, I think it said.
On your phone.
Of screen time. Now, I was thinking, I really don't text very many people that much. I don't use my phone. I know I use my phone way less than the average person. And what I was thinking is maybe, because I'll leave it like leaned against my cash register right in front of me. And sometimes I have it set, I guess, so that it never turns off on its own. Like it stays on until I turn it off. So sometimes I'll just leave it like that, and it'll be like that for an hour or something. So I think that's it, because I don't think I use my phone.
Why don't you have it so it goes to sleep?
I don't know. I don't know if I did that or if it came like that.
I'm sure you did. You should have it like, it's annoying. I think the original setting's like 20 seconds or something. It's like kind of annoying.
I feel like it used to go off too quickly, and maybe I did change it. I don't with my phone too often. I just don't care anymore. I'm just becoming a goddamn dinosaur. And
you're wearing sunglasses inside, drinking iced teas and vodkas.
Yet I still am able to feel cool when I hang out with you in the mag room. Can you please introduce the show, because you missed it again last week? You do it right now.
No, I did do it last time.
No, you did not. Unless you didn't know.
Remember we did all the nicknames, Eeny, Miny, Miny, Mark.
Yeah, no, that's where it ended. Now that I think about it, that is where it ended up being. But it wasn't like a full-on Sunday night in the mag. Well, Sunday afternoon in the mag room.
Sunday late afternoon in the mag room.
There we go. That's what we needed.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
Starring.
No one's ever said starring Mark Einloff in my life. That'd be cool.
I always like, I wouldn't have the show. I'm watching a show right now called Shrinking. It's a good show. It's on Apple TV Plus.
Never heard.
Harrison Ford is in it. Jason Segel. He's a therapist. His wife dies.
Jason Segel's a therapist? Or?
Yeah, and he decides to mix things up a little bit. And then Harrison Ford's actually really funny in it. He plays he's a therapist, and he's just like this grumpy old guy. But when they do the credits, they'll do like the regular credits. It's like this person. The one that means you're like the top is when you get the "and" at the end.
And at the end, what's the
Harrison Ford? Because it used to be guest star, right? Guest star was like a.
So could we just do Mag Room starring Jared Sisk and Mark Einloff? Right?
We probably need
makes
more.
Sense, and I feel like a cool guy.
Well, did you notice I did the other way around? I said starring Mark Einloff and Jared Sisk.
Yeah, but I did it the way that I wanted it. And I'm the one that ends up producing. We've said it both ways. So which one do you think is going to make the episode? Yeah.
I'll never introduce the show again, you son of a bitch.
That's a little, I guess we call it lunch because it was afternoon. And then I came here and I've been working, and I didn't do shit for this episode. I didn't prepare anything. You said you were at the DMV all day.
Dude, I've been slammed this weekend and you didn't do anything?
So I figured you had it all taken care of.
I had to go to DMV. Yesterday I had class. We had a 4-hour Frisbee tournament. And then I went out to dinner. My wife had a work. Yeah, a little Freudian slip. My wife had a work function dinner. So I got home at like 11. And then this morning we went to church at 8. And I had to clean the house, do my prep work. Then my relatives got here at noon, Michelle's family, and they just left. So when was I supposed to do the prep? Yeah, so it was really busy weekend.
Really busy.
My DMV, I want to tell you about the DMV.
Yeah, go ahead.
So in Connecticut now, you don't have to always go for your license renewal to the DMV, which is amazing. But I have this special license because I work at a school, so I can drive school kids in one of those buses, like the short buses I can drive. So I have to go. So you have to make an appointment, which is great because then you don't wait in line for 400 hours, but you make an appointment. So I go in.
It's hard to tell when you're being sarcastic, and when you just said it's great, I thought you were like, well, I guess that means it sucks that you have to make an appointment, but
no,
you really meant that it was good to make an appointment.
Yeah, it's fewer people. I go in, there's not that many people there. There's probably like 5 or 6 people. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be that long. And they have you have a number, you go program your thing in, and they give you a number like you're at the deli. You get like
Can't wait to do the audio for this. I know there's a DMV thing out there somewhere. It's just people freaking out in the background.
Yeah. So the queue, I'm waiting. There is one guy losing it at the people at the desk. He's like, basically, he doesn't have the right form.
There's always a guy that's just angrier than he should be in public.
And the lady's just like, you don't have the form. I'm sorry, you can't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I. You did. I was here 8 hours ago, and you told me to bring this back filled out. I brought it back filled out. I don't get it. What did I do wrong?
No, but I told you to bring this form 38Z. You brought 38X.
No, it's not. It says Z right there.
This is the old Z form.
Lady,
you
this
need
is why people die in public
signatures.
places for no good reason. Please just help me out. I don't want to go home and do this again. I got 1 day off from work this week. This is what I had to do. Please, 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 please just help me out.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to go back on the website.
I'm going to my car right now, and I'm getting a gun, and I'm coming back here. I promise.
I'm sure
you.
that's what we shouldn't joke about that.
Yeah, I know, but still.
So I'm sitting there waiting 10, probably 15 minutes. My number comes up on the screen. I'm like, sweet. I go up to the desk. No one's there. Okay. Just standing there, wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes. No, they're getting served right and left of me. There's 2 people working. Like, new people are coming up, getting their stuff done. So finally, in between one, I'm like, I've been waiting here for like 15 minutes and my number came up. And the guy looks over and he's like, Jane went on a break again and she didn't log out. No! So basically the lady didn't log out. So my number came up and I was just sitting there and she's on some break. So he's like, I have to throw you back in the queue.
She's like, are you trying to renew her license on her break?
No, so I go back in the queue. He puts me up decently high. So I go to him, actually. And then while I'm there, Jane comes back and he just starts ripping on her. He's like, Jane, you didn't log out again. She's like, I logged out, I hit the button. Like, no, this guy came up to your desk when you didn't. He just starts ripping on her.
So now you have to feel awkward because.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jane, and then the next person comes up for Jane, and Jane prints something out that's like 68 pages that she only wanted to print 1 page. She's like, I don't know how to print 1 page. The guy's like, you gotta learn how to do. He was just all over.
Wow.
I'm just getting my license renewed. He types all this stuff. Basically, he finds out I work at Hotchkiss. He's asking questions. I guess he used to ref hockey. And he says, well, I never got asked to ref at Hotchkiss. I have nothing to do with that. I don't know why you're bringing that up. But, and I have to give him my old license. And he looks at it. And he's like, you don't look like your old license anymore. Basically insinuating that I look a lot older. I'm older. I'm sorry. Like it's...
Yeah. Ridden hard and put away wet. You look like a little bit there, pal.
Yeah, like thanks.
Coaching takes a toll on the old body, does it?
So then I take the picture, and he's like, your eyes are too far shut. You can't, this won't work as a picture. They made me take the picture like 3 times.
You want Jane at this point. Now you're...
Yeah. Like, Jane would have done better than this. So I was in there like 45 minutes or an hour. It should have been 15 minutes. And I got ripped on by the DMV guy.
That's a classic DMV story.
Classic.
I mean, not like too over the top terrible, but
no.
Wasted 30 more minutes of your time than it needed to.
Got
Classic
made fun
DMV.
of.
Yeah, that doesn't usually.
I saw one of the workers get ripped on a bunch. Jane, I don't think Jane's going to make it.
Don't you feel bad when you're the person that causes somebody else to get yelled at like a job?
Yeah, I mean, I had no choice. Otherwise, I was just going to, because my number was just up. I was just going to have to stand there forever.
B3, no! 9, at window number 13. Now 30.
I remember I went to a bar once to watch a Sunday night football game. And there's a girl that used to work there. And I knew her because she used to work at other places in town. I just knew her from, living near her. So I sit at the bar. There's 2 other people at the bar. And the bartender is talking to them. They're obviously all friends. They're of the same age. and she's talking to them. So I sit down, and she's heard the door open, looks over, and kind of like half acknowledges me, but continues the conversation she's having. So I sit down, and I just waited and waited and waited and waited. And finally, I just got up and left, because it had to have been, I don't know, it wasn't 15 minutes, but it was like 3 or 4 minutes. It was like more time than
you
it.
waited 4 minutes and you left?
Does that seem too long? There was
literally. That seems really short.
4 minutes. Here, let's start a timer. Start a timer right now. This is for someone to come over and say, hey, what do you want to drink? And there's and I'm one of 3 people in the bar. There's only 2 other people in the bar, and she's currently talking to those 2 people. So I'm the only person in the bar that she's not currently with. 4 or 5 minutes. Start a timer right now. Let's have a conversation. See when the ding goes off, and tell me if you think that's.
That just seems like you could have been patient and just.
I'll say, okay, so maybe it was 5 minutes. It was a long time. Listen to the end of the story before you jump in and make fun of me. Like a month later, somebody comes in my store, and he says, "Hey, I'm Larry, the guy that I've just bought that the bar down at the end of the plaza."
Jesus, you her over.
And I said, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm Mark. This is my little FedEx store. How you doing? Welcome to the plaza." And he said, "I just wanted you to know that I was there. I was watching or whatever the night that you came in and sat down." And he said, I fired her after that. He said, "You definitely had to wait. You know, I was like, you were the only other person."
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
He said, "If you had been about 30 seconds earlier, she'd still be able to pay her mortgage and have."
You had just been a little more patient, she wouldn't have got fired.
The authorities took her children away because she was no longer making enough money to take care of them. But I think we know
now as a heroin
that's
habit.
For the best. Yeah.
How long ago was this that he came in your store?
Maybe a month or something.
So he remembered that for a month? And remember,
it is weird. I don't know, because I don't really. Maybe he was in there. I mean, maybe he was like in the corner in a chair, and I like kind of. He might have been in the like whatever. But yes, he remembered me. He took note of it.
Life's amazing.
Why? But
that he remembered you a month. You were in there 4 minutes and left.
But he might have. But you know what I do for a living? Like, I've been here for 10 years. People know me just by virtue of me being in this plaza. My shop's been in here for 11 years now.
Like, so he might have known me. The Fun Mark guy.
No, it's not Fun Mark. It's just,
hey, everybody, look, here's Fun Mark.
He came in my new business.
He's in the store, everybody.
He'll definitely hang out here and make Sunday nights fun.
Make sure you give him a beer.
No,
that's when you know you've made it in the plaza when you enter the store. Is that what everybody?
The point of the story was I felt bad. You're making me out to be a dick, but the point of the story was I felt bad. I didn't mean to get fired. I just didn't want to wait 15 minutes to get one single. I didn't want to wait just to look at me, come over and say hi, throw a menu at me, just acknowledge that I've walked in.
What year was this?
You're a dick. Is there some formula for the timeliness?
It's like there were like TVs and did you have a phone?
2014. Let's say 2014.
Did you have a phone?
It was 2014, Jared. Yes, I had a phone. Yes. It wasn't 1986. I wasn't 21 years old. What are you talking about? Yes.
Well, so you could have blow your time. You said you waste 5 hours on your phone every day.
Okay, now I've just walked in the bar. I'm sitting at the bar right now.
Yeah,
okay,
you have your phone.
Hey, what's going on? You're not looking at me, but I'm in here. I'm just watching this TV. Let's listen to when this beeper goes off and see if it's an inordinate amount of time for someone to have to wait with the person, one person in the bar with 2 other people.
Who has a phone
was crazy.
And a bunch of TVs. Too long.
And I might have underestimated the number. Maybe it was 8 minutes. I forget. I remember I was waiting to the point where I was kind of like, all right, this is getting weird now. Like, do I yell and say, hey, can I please have some fucking service here? But
I've definitely waited 10 minutes in a place.
With you were the only person in the bar and the other person knew you were in there. She was 12 feet away from me. I'm leaving this whole thing in real time.
It's like 24 right
Remember
now.
when I said I walked in a minute and 14 seconds ago? I'm still just sitting there.
Looking at your phone and televisions that have your game on. Why couldn't you just watch the game?
Why am I at fault here? You're laughing, snickering, and you know that I'm right.
I just feel like the story would have been better if you waited like 15 minutes.
Well, I'm being realistic about it. If I had said 15 minutes, maybe that would have had more impact. But let's
like you're watching like you watch like a quarter of the game.
Has not gone off yet. There's still over 2 more minutes we have to wait for this thing to go off for me to be in the wrong.
Yes, that just hasn't been that long.
If you owned a restaurant and I walked in and I was one of 3 people in the restaurant, this is actually what happened. I don't know. The guy came and fired her because of it. I don't know how you can think that I'm wrong. I am so in the right, but I felt bad that the girl got fired because it happened. I am 100%.
I'm just
right.
saying you're a little fired
you
up
came
now.
down to me.
Maybe
I'm
you-
more fired up at you for this.
Yeah,
for me
but
having to
maybe
defend
you-
myself.
Maybe deep inside you feel you were a little impatient.
You might be right, but let's not forget again. There's still a minute and 38 seconds that you're still. That
Like,
she
what
just
game was
talking to
on?
her friend. A minute. The Atlanta Falcons versus the Buffalo
Like a football
Bills.
game?
It's 2014. Yes, like a football game.
Like, I
Not
bet if
exactly
you
a
made it
football
through,
game, but
like,
a
here's what I
football
would have
game.
said. If you made it through a whole, like, commercial,
angry at you
like
right
you,
now.
you're watching the football game, you watch a whole segment, a commercial comes on, and the game comes back on and she hasn't come over, that's probably the right amount of time. And you know what you would have done?
Still more than a minute left.
You still would have
Still
tipped
haven't
her
come
like
over to me.
$20.
Like I said, let's not forget. I'm leaving this whole thing in as is. Still more than a minute. No, 56 seconds. There's still another basically minute until she comes over.
This just doesn't
And I
seem
mean,
that
only-
long.
Oh my god.
I mean, maybe because
I
we're
hope when
together.
you listen to this, yes. Look, think of how much we've talked about. I mean,
Just
let's
you
all say
yelling at me once
for
over.
4 minutes though. I don't normally yell at you for 4 minutes. This has never been in the show, I don't think.
No, you've never yelled at me.
Oh, I'm like out of breath. I'm so angry.
Something must
You know?
something must have happened. Does the ice pick make people angry as well?
I have had a couple of vodkas at this point, but at that point I didn't even get to have a vodka because she wouldn't come fucking wait on me.
Yeah, maybe if you'd had a couple ice picks,
Her
you
name
would've
is
got a little
Katie.
fired up.
Her name's Katie.
You know her name too?
Think she's out there? Yes. Should I have yelled, Katie? I'm right here.
How did you
me
know?
come in?
But
I
you,
saw you look at me.
so you knew her.
Katie. What if I just keep doing this until the end of the thing? Katie.
Like, did you
Katie.
give a? Did you look
Katie.
at her at all? Did you give like
Yes.
you know
Oh,
the?
the alarm's going off.
But like, how many times did you give her a little like head nod, like a?
Yeah, when I walked in, she looked. The door dings when it opens, so she looked over,
Interesting.
saw me
You
walk.
have an entrance song.
Didn't acknowledge me. Sharp dressed man came on the on the radio, as it always does when I walked in, and she just sort of like didn't give a shit.
You want to do some things, or you got anything else? I know you said you didn't prepare anything, so
I do have 2 things that I've got, so do your thing, and I'll see if I can jump in if they relate to yours.
all right. So this is Magroom Confessions. All right, I have 3. So I'm gonna read them, and you can react to them. So confessions, first one. These get worse as they go. Basically, my tutor, that's homeroom for Americans, so this must be an overseas listener, had a pot of giant paper pins or paper clips on his desk. From the beginning of the summer term of year 8 to the week I left year 11, I would take a paper clip on the 3rd Friday of every month. He never noticed. Confessions.
That's the end. That's the end of our confession.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we have a British listener that wrote in and confessed to stealing paper clips?
Over 100 paper clips
All
over
right,
that
so
time.
well, you guys can just stop writing in. That's the worst story I've ever heard. Why the are you confessing to that? Come on. You've been absolved.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what you do here? This is like you're the priest?
To say 2 Our Fathers, 1 Hail Mary, and tell 1 person about the Mag Group. Tell 1 of your friends to listen to the Mag Room.
All right, here's the section. Should I do another one then? Or you're
Yeah,
out?
yeah, these are great.
All right. We all have Roku TVs. Do you know what Roku is?
That is the ancient Japanese practice of blessing a room before you enter it. Yes.
It's like a streaming box, so you can stream, like it has apps, and you could stream like Netflix and things like that.
Okay. Okay. I think it was something.
And so when my dad would make me mad and was watching TV, I would use this. They had this. She had the remote app on her phone. She would turn the TV off, and he would turn it back on, and I'd turn it off again, and I'd do it a couple times. He'd get more mad and ask me to fix it, and I would just turn it on. I never told him it was me. So
I don't know I don't know. I wish these were more scary. I wish there was more. Let's.
well,
see.
I mean, I'm sure when parents get older, they don't know how the tech works. That would make you kind of mad.
Yeah.
The TV just kept going on and off, and you didn't know who was doing it.
Okay. I'm just gonna let this person fly. I'm gonna hope you. How many of these do you have?
3. I got one more.
I'm putting all my marbles on number 3 right now. All right, two. You were great. Great right in. You're the best. Again, I say one Hail Mary to our fathers and tell 4 people that you know about the Mag Room podcast.
All right, here's the third one. Third confession. Mag Room, MRC. When I was a kid, I stole my neighbor's bike and threw it off the roof. It hit their infant son.
Whoa, my God.
That's the confession. Is that the same as the other 2, or did that go to
these get written in from my Craigslist post? Whoa, that's dark, dude.
Go a little bit worse than the paper clips and the remote?
Well, I went the right way when I put all my marbles on number 3. Number 2's happy right now that she got away with. All right, man. You have to tell everybody you know about the Mag Room. Are you in jail for anything else right now? I feel like that what you did led to a life of bad behavior. I could be wrong. We don't have any follow-up from this gentleman?
No, nothing. No. Like, did the little kid live? Even worse, like they stole the neighbor's bike, so bad there, right?
Boom.
Threw it off a roof.
Crazy.
Also bad, right? Maybe you could bring the bike back. And then it hit their son. Not even, I mean, someone else's son would also be bad, but you took their bike, threw it off the roof and hit their son. Yeah, I don't think there's anything good about that confession. But see, this is the conundrum here. The first 2, I don't get your attention. They're confessing to things that were wrong, but you're like boring,
like Seinfeldy type.
And then the third one does something that like maims a person, and you're like, oh my God! So I gotta find that sweet spot, I guess. I do have some advice questions as well.
Okay.
But it's more not maybe advice, maybe opinions. So it's like a Dear Muga asking your opinion.
Yep.
Assuming provisions were provided, would you live alone?
Sounds like a limerick.
Would you live alone in a cabin in the woods with no contact with the outside world for 3 years?
None whatsoever. No contact whatsoever.
No.
I don't think I could do that.
So you're alone for 3 years in a cabin. You have food, but you don't have any, I guess you don't have any context. So you don't have any entertainment maybe you have music, like stuff that has no contact. So you can maybe have
No. What about a pool table?
So how long would you do if not 3 years?
That's hard. I don't know. Because I don't like no social activity. I just like very limited social activity.
I see.
I like to complain about life, but I'm probably not quite as cantankerous.
Would you do it for a month?
To solve some sort of a bet or to win a bet. Yes, I would do it for a month. Try to live a life where I spoke with nobody at all.
Yeah, I think something.
Crazier.
Really, I think something good might come out of a month. So we had a speaker come to school. He went here. He said, I was kind of a jerk kid. Like I was spoiled. So then he graduated high school and graduated college and was like, I don't know what to do. So he went to, what's the ones where you like go into nature by yourself?
Retreat.
Outward Bound? No.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. So he did that for it was like a long time, like 9 months, 6 months. So it was like him. There were a couple people though, but you had nothing else. You brought in what you had, and it was in the snow. He did a whole year because he had pictures of all the seasons. And he said he came back and felt like totally different as a human being. Yeah, and he started a company that's trying to make it so with porta potties you can use the urine waste for fertilizer to like recycle urine waste. Yeah, I don't know if it'll work, but it just like seemed like he was totally mellow and zen and
obsessed with human waste.
Yes, all he wants to do is because he said they had to bring it out there, like they had to they bagged up all their waste because they didn't want to just leave it out there, so they carried them. So I think if you did it for like a month, you'd be a new person. You'd come back, you'd just be zen.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd sit for 6 minutes before you got the girl fired next time. All right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, wrap it up.
All right. Produced by Brigitte Nielsen. Theme song by Mega Gelox. Email at mugaandcisco@gmail.com.
Oh,
we did get an email this week.
We did.
Yep.
We did. It was from Joe, who gives a shit.
Joe.
It was boring. I would like to.
You can't rip on the people who email.
Well, no, you have to read it. You have to email in better stuff. That's all I'm saying.
See.
No, you could read it if you want.
Joe's emailed some good ones in.
100%. I'm just making fun of. I'm just
sure
joking to be jokey. But I found this thing. Someone of my friends sent me an YouTube link that made me think I keep complaining about you guys not emailing in and contributing to the show. And I just want you guys to interact. I want to hear your opinions, our opinions.
Well, we did get a bunch of questions this week.
We did, and I didn't even know about those ones you were talking about.
Yeah, they weren't really. They were hidden emails.
Joe's email was very nice. Thank you very much, Joe. I love that you listen to the show. You actually are my favorite listener, as I've told you in private before. I'm going to move on because it's getting a little too,
Yeah, a little weird. You might cry again.
Right. So what I did do, I want to share my audio with you because I have some audio of a gentleman that asks other people to do something for his podcast or listening pleasure, whatever something. He's asking other people to contribute to his life in a certain way. I'm asking you guys to email in, tell us what you like. This guy's is asking for something different, and I just wanted to see if you, Jared, could guess what that different thing is, and then I'd play you the whole audio and respond accordingly. Is that okay?
You want me to guess what he's asking people to share?
So at the beginning, I kind of bleeped out. You'll hear some white noise in certain parts
like
of the
a quiz.
conversation.
All right.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is you're going to hear somebody asking for something. It's going to be kind of anywhere where I thought that it could kind of be too suggestive of what he was asking for. I put some white noise in, and then you're going to guess. After I play a couple of these clips, I want to play a few of them. You're going to guess what he's asking for.
Okay.
Hi, your video there, were you actually or not? I'm a blind person, and I would have liked to heard you too, as well as talking and stuff, and would like, I like and stuff, and I would have liked to have heard, you. For me, since I don't know, what I'm seeing on the screen, just curious to know how tall you are, what you weigh, and before I would have liked you to told me what it looked like and stuff. I'm just trying to find a friend, somebody to share this with, and I also like aviation videos that I've seen here on YouTube.
Okay, so you're getting a picture. He's blind. He likes whatever this is.
Yeah, he also likes aviation videos.
You kind of, right? Yep.
I mean, it's I'm not supposed to answer yet. Sorry.
Well, I wanted to play a few of them. Do you want to guess? You can guess if you want. Not yet.
I know what it sounds like, but I don't bet that's not true.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
See.
Please, I would like you. Is there any way you could record it from the beginning of the process when you're watching until the time, leave the recorder on until the time that you're done, and you could describe to me what's it, stuff like that, and all that. Like I say, I appreciate it. Get back with me. So that's all I have for now, and hope to hear from you soon. Name is Bob. Bye. Feel free to call me. I live alone. Number is 734-324.
So he's just a lonely guy. He just wants you to send these types of things.
What is this from?
It was
like YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. And a friend of mine, I don't remember how this came up. It's the guy that I paddleboard with. His name's Alex. Shout out to Alex. Thank you for giving this to me. But it's a clip of a guy asking people to send him audio, video, artistic type of something having to do with this certain thing that he likes.
Fishing.
So, all right, yeah. I want you to guess. Do you have any guess right now?
Fishing.
fishing videos, like catching a good fish.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like, but that's what that's what the things like. He wants to have videos of people doing things.
Sex, some sort of sexual activity.
Yeah, but that's what I think it's supposed to sound like, but I don't think that's what it is.
51 minutes.
Jeremy, this is Bob. Please, I'd appreciate it if you would get back with me and respond to my requests. I am interested in getting some video equipment so that I can share. I'm like everybody else. I want to have fun, and I have expressed particular interest in your, or whatever you want to call them. It's all in fun. I like the aviation videos here on YouTube as well, and somehow or other you took things the wrong way and you blocked me out of your MySpace page, which I'm disappointed in, because after all you do say on there that, which is true, and we're both guys, and you know, I just happen to enjoy hearing you. In fact, I tell other people on YouTube where I hear
You're a model.
videos that yours is kind of a model.
I like the best.
As to how the quality and audio quality and what I like to hear. And I'd appreciate you doing more, and if you could send some up to my...
Yeah.
Who has a MySpace page still?
Well, so it's old. So that did date this thing a little bit.
Sure.
But like I said, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to point out certain people ask for a lot. I just want you to email in and tell us what you.
All right.
You know.
Maybe people can email in and guess what this actually is.
Would you rather do that, or I was gonna tell you what it is, because I
think let's leave it.
Okay. All right. Well, here, you want one more then? Let's see.
Yeah, because then I have to go.
Okay. Oh. Big night.
Hi, I hope you get this video response. The guy that did gave the description. I would love to talk to him and hear from him. In fact, I would like to get some more videos of him. I'm blind, and I just like this for fun. It's just a fun thing. And trying to find a friend on YouTube here that
I just want a friend.
Yeah.
Would understand and would be willing to share whenever. I always have enjoyed, and I like aviation videos on here as well.
Yes, and this thing as well.
Maybe it's building modeling.
Yeah, here, let's play one more while we're talking. I like that
You
he
can
keeps
reach
giving
me
us
at
address.
home. I live alone, and
All he wants
always
is a
looking
friend.
for someone to talk to and
Just want friends.
making new
Give me a
friends. My computer has speech on it because I can't,
I can't read. I can't read the screen. I'm blind.
read the information on the screen, so it speaks to me.
out
It's a
loud, too.
program called Window Eyes. And
Giving a
it's
lot
really
of
neat. So if you'd
Yeah, I'm a normal
kinda
guy. I just want
talk
these.
with me and get to know me a
I
little
want these
bit, I
very
think you'd
normal
find
videos to be sent to me.
me as an
saying
interesting
he's
person. As a
alone,
blind
too.
person,
Just an
I'm a
interesting-
school teacher,
I'm
I'm
a
an amateur
sad
ham
guy.
operator, so I'm active
Well, here, wait. Oh, goddamn! Why did it freeze?
in a lot of things, active in my church.
Active in his church. This can't be that bad, right? It's got to be something kind of middle of the road, you would think.
Yeah, I bet it's skeevy.
No, how could that be? But well, I guess all right.
We'll unveil it next episode.
I like that you did that, because I was just going to tell you.
Yeah,
what it
let's have
was,
so
and-
people email in. It's a good segue from the email.
Good.
Move in, email in what you think this person's hobby is besides aviation videos. They like being alone. They're very friendly. They're
Oh,
blind.
that was fun. Thank you for taking that in a better direction than I had it planned in.
They like watching videos of people doing something.
Something. I don't know.
We have to guess what it is.
Do you really not? You don't have a good guess right now, other than sex?
I'm going to think about it and have a guess next week. Stick with the mag room, and everything else is cream cheese. Maybe there's some cream cheese that has to do with this.
Did you just end the show? That was very abrupt.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
Hey, have a great week, buddy. I love you.